Okay, YouTube, I am going to do a walk around video. I am selling my 2004 5.9 Cummins 4-wheel drive 2500 long bed diesel pickup. I just want to show everything that you can possibly see about this truck. I'll kind of go through everything I've done, what I know of the history and everything like that. So I bought this truck. I've only put probably 400 miles on this truck. We bought a cab over camper, and we had planned on going to Alaska, down to Baja, and doing a bunch of other travels. So I bought this truck from an old guy, and it was very, very, very well cared for. Like you'll see in the video, like this thing is probably as immaculate as you can get for a 2004 Dodge truck. Has 163,000 miles on it, original miles. When I got the truck, it had stock wheels on it, stock tires. I'll go through everything that I did since I got it, kind of setting it up for our travels that we decided to change pace and go with a conversion van. Just after dealing with the campers and what piles of junks they are and stuff like that, and how nice this truck was, I couldn't see piling this thing down to Baja and beating up on it and going up to Alaska and just having all the road salt and everything on it. Like it was tough for me to process this thing traveling a bunch of miles and basically taking the value out of it. So real quick, jump into it. Obviously it's not the mega cab configuration, you can see that. So I needed the standard long bed. So that's a standard 8-foot long bed. I'm trying to think of where to start. I mean, the paint on the truck is basically immaculate. Like this paint is really, really, really clean. There's no like out in the desert, what do you get? This thing's always lived in Arizona or Havasu. What is that, like the clear coat peeling? None of that. There's been no paint repairs that I've found. Like everything is really, really well sorted on this truck. It did have the side like little bump guards there. I took those off and buffed them out. I think it had some 2500 logos and 4-wheel drive logos on the tailgate. I took those off. So, but you can see the roof paint on the thing is perfect too. Roof paint is in perfect shape. Door jambs are waxed. I was anal truck guy about this thing. Like it's all waxed. The door jambs are waxed and wiped down. The gas door's probably as clean as you could. Yeah, that's probably even waxed too. That's just who I am. Never had a bed liner in it, and you can tell that it was never used as a truck. I mean, there's very few dings or scratches in the bed. So just do like a walk around so you can see everything. It's probably going to be a pretty long video because I want to show everything that there is to see. A couple little dents up on the top of the tailgate. If I was going to keep it, I was going to do the bed caps that include those just to kind of protect it because it's such a nice truck. It does have a receiver hitch on it and everything. I didn't do anything to the taillights on this truck. The headlights though, I did order the brightest. I think they're LED Dynamics or something like that. I think they're like 150 bucks for a pair of the brightest, best headlights that you could put in these trucks, just because I knew we were going to be doing some traveling and I didn't want to not be able to see. So I did those for headlights and fog lights, and then I still have the OEM headlights that have the amber piece right here. There's really nothing wrong with them. I just didn't like the way they looked. I like the clear reflector. I think it looked a little cleaner. So yeah, so there's the walk around, and we'll get into what I did. So when I got this truck a few months ago, I ordered brand new tires for it. They're Nitto Recon Grappler 35 1250 17s. They still have the tits on them. They have 200 miles on these tires. So the wheels are Fittipaldis. They're 8 on 6.5, I believe, and it's a 17/9 with, I believe, a 0 offset. So tires, wheels, they're brand new. I think it was like 3,200 bucks for the wheels and tires that I put on this thing. So when I got the truck with 163,000 miles, I wanted basically a bulletproof setup. So I ordered 4 of the best shocks I could find for these trucks, which I think is the Bilstein 5100. So it's got 4 brand new Bilstein 5100s, front and rear. It's got a new steering stabilizer, And then the front end on these things are known to just be absolute garbage because they like to give you the death wobble. So before I got into any of those issues, I said to hell with it. And if anybody knows the parts coming out of China right now, they're garbage. So Moog went to China. So Precision Chassis is an O'Reilly brand, and it was very, very expensive. I think I have $1,300. That's all those blue pieces that you see right there. I replaced every front end component that you can possibly replace on this truck with Precision Chassis. So I have the receipt for it. I spared no expense, and that included upper and lower ball joints, because while they were in there, might as well do it. So this thing, basically the front end has been completely gone through. You will not have an issue. All the receipts are in there. So then going around rear of the truck, you'll see the Bilstein 5100s in the rear. They're brand new. They have 200 miles on them. So we'll get into, what else? Get into the maintenance things that I ran into with this truck. So I knew we were gonna be going on a long trip. As soon as I put these bigger tires on it, as soon as I put the 35s on this truck showed zero signs of issues when it came to running, driving, anything when I bought it. And as soon as I put the bigger tires on it, I noticed between first and second gear that there was a little bit of a shimmy. And I didn't like that little bit of a shimmy, especially considering that we're gonna be driving, you know, thousands of miles with a cab over camper. So talked to a few buddies that know transmissions. One of my buddies, Merlin, from Merlin's Old School Garage, he has a YouTube video. He works for the Welder Up guys. This is his specialty, is Dodge Cummins trucks and those transmissions. Told me what I needed to do. So the transmission was just removed out of this truck. It was just bench rebuilt. It has 7 clutches in the overdrive now as opposed to 6, so it has a heavier duty overdrive. It got a diesel performance converter. I have the receipt for that. It also got the GM solenoid that is a fix for these because the standard Chrysler one is known to not be great. So that was completely rebuilt, beefed up, set up for basically whatever we wanted to do with this cab over camper or towing. So the trans in this thing is brand new. $4,500 later, there's a new transmission in this truck. While he was in there rebuilding that transmission, the rear end had a seep in the front. So where your drive line comes in, it was starting to seep. Slightly concerning, so you can kind of see it just got back from the shop. That's just not cleaned up. You spray some cleaner on there, it'll clean up, but it doesn't leak anymore. Had the rear end completely pulled apart, had brand new seals put in the front, brand new bearings put into the thing, so the rear end has been completely rebuilt on this truck as well. So like I said, like I didn't spare any expense. I bought this truck for 21,000 bucks. I put $3,000 in wheels and tires. I've got $4,500 in a transmission. I've got another $900 in rebuilding a rear end. I've got probably 200 bucks in lights on this thing. I'm in this truck over 30 grand at this point. So I'm not selling it for 30 grand, but that's what I'm in it. So just to be completely transparent, that's where we're at. So jump into the inside of the thing. Like I said, with door jambs and everything, door jambs are waxed. This is the kind of person that I am. Like, these are all wiped down and waxed. You can see the mileage on it. It's 163,868. I bought the truck with 163,4 something, so I've put 400 miles on this truck. But you can see the seat's not broken down, leather's not cracked, leather's in perfect shape, headliner's in perfect shape, power seats work like they should. Radio works like it should. The AC blows, that's known on these trucks too. The AC blows ice cubes out of both sides. There's not a blend door issue with this thing at all. It will blow ice cold air out of both sides. The control works just like it should. So that's amazing in these trucks. It does have a brake controller. I didn't put that in there. That was in there. Oh, this truck too, the previous owner put brand new brakes on it right before I bought the thing. So it has brand new brakes front and rear, which included rotors and pads. So, I mean, basically this truck has been rebuilt. I mean, 160,000 mile truck, and it's basically like a new truck at this point. So, turn on the headlights. I don't know, you probably can't see them in the video, but they're really, really nice, bright headlights. Like, they're probably the brightest. It was the most expensive headlight I could find. Like I said, I didn't want to buy some Amazon junk that was going to go out when we're down in Baja. So Yeah, I put those nice headlights. It does have an edge tuner in it. It's the 3-click one. You just click 3 different settings, and when I get under the engine, I will show you that. How do you unlock the door? That's lock, unlock. All right. Back door, again, door jambs completely clean. All this stuff is like it should. It's got this tray that somehow, what does this do? It's got that tray on both sides of the seats and everything, so those fold down. And the leather in this thing is in perfect shape. It doesn't look like anybody's even sat in there. Headliner's in perfect shape. So look on the inside of the bed. I do have the components for the 5th wheel crossbar too. I've got all the bolts and I've got the crossbar hardware. I do not have the 5th wheel kit for it, but it's probably a Reese, I would imagine. So if you want it, you've got it. It came with the truck. It does have the plug for a 5th wheel. Super clean. Again, leather in perfect shape. Dash is in perfect shape. Not that these had an issue. That was the early ones that had issues. I've got a file of service on this truck. I've got the title in my name. So here is the title. You can see that's the VIN number if you want to look it up. That's the year. That is my name right there. It's not a flipper. It's not registered in my name. It's insured in my name. Here's the alignment from when the front end was done. Here's all the information from the people that installed the stuff. I bought all the parts from O'Reilly and they installed it at Tire Man. There's the O'Reilly receipt for $600 and some odd worth of part of the front end parts. But there's just labor and labor and labor on this thing. As far as there's a $600 receipt, there's oil change receipts, pretty much every receipt. Even there's a receipt for the edge tuner that was put in and when it was put in and who put it in. So I think the original, oh, I thought the original manual was in here. I guess it doesn't have the original manual. All this stuff is there and works like it should. It's like a little change holder. Center console doesn't have cracks on it, no wear. All that stuff works. Your charging port works. And all the storage under there. So getting under the hood. Does have an S&B air filter. Basically a cold air kit, I guess is what they call it. It's got brand new batteries that were installed October of 2024, so they're 6 months old. Like I said, the trans was just rebuilt. Trans has a couple hundred miles on it. Shifts amazing, shifts perfect. Actually holds really, really well in overdrive, and all the gears run through like they should. If you guys want, you know, when I start it, I'll open this. That's the, oh look, there's no blow by. There's no blow by on this truck, but I'll open it so everybody can see it. So super clean. Again, there's the Edge programmer. It's just the 3 different settings on it for that. Other than that, I believe the engine compartment is stock other than the air intake. It does have straight through exhaust on it, and jump under here and show you the underside of the truck. So there's the new trans. You can see very clean. No rust whatsoever. There's the exhaust. I think it's 4-inch all the way back to like a resonator out the back. Yeah, so there's the underneath side. Again, this thing's never been anywhere that's road salt or rust or anything like that. So, All the weight to start works like it should. And the good old, hey, look at me, I got a Cummins and it ain't got no blow by. So we'll do it just because everybody does it. There you go. All right, so that's annoying. I hope that video has showed everything that you need to see on this truck. We'll hop up here real quick. You can see the roof paint. Like I said, no orange peel. Windshield's in perfect shape. Paint is perfect on this truck. So there it is. I hope I've showed everything you need to see, and hopefully I've listed everything that I've put into it. Like I said, I'm about 31,000 bucks into this truck. I built it basically to be bulletproof, like I said, for those trips with me and my family. And we are gonna go a different route and get a van. And we are gonna travel the heck out of those places in a van. But great truck. You don't see them like this very often. I'm gonna list it. It's probably gonna be listed for 28. I do have the factory wheels. If you're looking to get it cheaper, you can have it with the factory wheels and some Michelins or whatever kind of tires. They probably have 15,000 miles left on them. And I'll knock a couple $1,000 off with the factory wheels. Because the van that I'm actually building, a 4-wheel drive van, I could use these wheels and tires. So if you're looking to save a couple bucks, that's how you can do it. Otherwise, I'm not really interested in giving the thing away at all. So I feel like I'm already backwards. So yeah. Hopefully you like what you saw. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. It is hands down one of the cleanest 04s that you'll find. This is a non-smog, non-def, non-bullshit, non-government, fuck me in the ass type thing. So there's not many of these trucks left. When right after this, they went to def and all kinds of smog shit and stuff like that. So if you're looking for a great truck, this is a great truck, one of the last ones. So if you need any other videos or have any other questions, just leave it in the comments. Thanks for watching.